The year is 1997, and this is the story of Ferdinand Wagner. Round 2 of the 1997 Formula 1 World Championship on F1 Challenge. We are in Interlagos, Brazil, and the FIA have announced that Jerez might have to replace Estoril for the 1997 season finale. As Renault wishes to have their last race in Europe, Suzuka is scheduled as the second to last round of the championship thus far. Furthermore, Imola will not be part of the schedule as rumored in Australia. The reasons for this, however, remain a mystery. Jacques Villeneuve is supposedly looking for a way out of the Williams team. Together with his manager Julian Jacobi and Craig Pollock, he seems intent on building his own Formula 1 racing team. British American Tobacco are considered as potential backers for the Villeneuve Grand Prix project. Mika Häkkinen is thrilled to have finally won a Formula 1 race. The Flying Finn has been racing in Grand Prix since 1991, yet it's taken him quite a few seasons to get that elusive W. Are McLaren proper championship contenders now? Once again, it's Michael Schumacher producing headlines in qualifying. Second weekend of the season, second pole position for the Ferrari ace. Another disappointing Saturday for Frank Williams, his cars lining up 5th and 6th. Berger in a strong 4th behind both McLarens, while Wagner qualified 12th behind fellow rookie Shinji Nakano. Lights out and the Brazilian Grand Prix is go! Schumacher streaks ahead, both silver arrows right at his tail. Everyone through the famed Senna S just fine while Michael Schumacher leads the race. Häkkinen second, Coulthard third, Berger in 4th, behind him the two Williams Renaults of Villeneuve and Frentzen. Wagner already in the trenches, fighting with the feisty Frenchman Alesi, the Benetton driver trying his damnedest to get past the Austrian. Another lap, another attack, though no success for Alesi. Attempt number 3, and the Benettons barely through, almost hitting the Armco, Wagner down to 11th place. Speaking of Benettons, look at Gerhard Berger losing it. Frentzen and Villeneuve through to 4th and 5th, the veteran now in 6th place, the final points paying position. Definitely not what the Austrian needed after his Melbourne blunder. Meanwhile, Alesi and Fisichella are fighting over 9th place in a fantastic scrap. Look at these two racing wheel to wheel. The Frenchman on top for now, Wagner behind them still in 11th place. Change that, he's now up into 10th with Nakano right at the back of Fisichella now. Schumacher still in the lead ahead of both McLarens, both Williams, Berger in 6th, Irvine, Schumacher, Alesi, Wagner in 10th ahead of Fisichella and Nakano. But that's Wagner losing it into the Senna S. Austin Powers would be proud, but the Red Bull Jr. is able to continue, dropping back to a lonely 13th place. After a few laps, he's caught up to Dario Franchitti and getting past the Hang on, did he steal David Coulthard's helmet? What? Did he steal his helmet? Anyway, Schumacher weaving his way through traffic now ahead of the first pit stops, having a tete-a-tete with Ukyo Katayama. And Wagner gets past Nakano suspiciously easily, the Prost Grand Prix driver seemingly on a one-stop just like in Melbourne. The fight continues between Fisichella and Wagner, this time with the better ending for the Jordan squad, but not for long. Wagner back in 10th place. Lap 20, still no pit stops, Schumacher still in the lead, and that's his engine gone! The Ferrari V10 couldn't stand the Interlagos heat and costs Michael his first victory of the season. The Tifosi are still struggling with reliability even after the embarrassment of 1996. Häkkinen still in the lead ahead of Coulthard, Villeneuve in 3rd, Frentzen 4th, Berger and Irvine rounding out the top 6. And there goes the Flying Finn for his first of 2 pit stops. Right in, right out, Häkkinen in 5th for now. Berger in the pits as well. Villeneuve going for his first of 2 stops a lap later. Frentzen still behind him after his stop. Irvine and Coulthard are kicking about on track still, both seemingly set for only one late race stop this afternoon. Could their gamble pay off Melbourne style, or will tire wear prove costly for the Goodyear runners? Alesi pits, 2 stops for both Benettons. and it seems as though the Jordans are squabbling. Schumacher Jr. is on a stint for 2 stops, whereas Fisichella will only pit once. Yet the German is seemingly holding up his colleague Fisichella, understandably furious. Lap 38, Nakano in for his one and only pit stop. Another points finish could be on the cards for the rookie today. Pit stop for Fisichella. And another fight with Wagner for 9th. Cheeky, Mr. Giancarlo, but Wagner pulls through with another stellar attempt. Solid piece of driving. Coulthard in the pits, and he's out behind Häkkinen. The Finn back in first, and it's looking like a McLaren 1-2. Berger and the Williams in for stop number 2. Berger streaking ahead of Frentzen and Villeneuve in the process. Quite the rebound from his earlier mistake. But look, only a couple of laps to go and Frentzen lets his teammate through. I can only imagine what the German tabloids are going to write on Monday morning. Late stage of the race and off! That's Wagner! Rookie error from the Sauber driver, he's out! That's it! Peter Sauber will be gutted. Final lap of the race, and Mika Häkkinen makes it 2 for 2. Coulthard finishes right behind, a perfect afternoon for McLaren Mercedes. Irvine finishes a strong 3rd ahead of Berger, Villeneuve, and a very disappointed Heinz Harald Frentzen in the final points-paying position. Well, there you have it, folks. The full result of the 1997 Brazilian Grand Prix on F1 Challenge, as well as the Driver Championship standings. Next time out, we're going to have a look at the Constructors Championship as well, but for now, we're going to have to look forward to the 3rd round of the 1997 Championship, the Argentinian Grand Prix. Until then, thank you for watching, stay safe, and keep racing.